celebrity, like, genuinely, who would you like?
I have a
actually wanna
complex
talk
about
to?
celebrities, actually.
Just
that
pick one, Kate.
I honestly think that 99% of celebrities are, like, I have like a genetic, like, I want to kill you type.
Yeah, don't mean
type
heroes.
like
What?
like I just don't.
Well,
You ever
it's
just
okay.
like see a celebrity and you just know that you want to shoot them in the face?
What about years from now? If you're a celebrity, what are you gonna do? Just
I
kill
don't know,
yourself?
man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I've
You're gonna
ever
see
looked at
yourself-
anyone and
You're gonna
wanted
have a
to
house
shoot
with
them
no
in the
mirrors in
face.
it because as soon as you see yourself in the mirror, you're
Oh!
pulling out the greener.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the greener, blasting one of them.
Okay, let's start it right here.
Hey everyone. Welcome to Nondescript Video Podcast episode
415.
I believe it's 15.
If we
I
don't
was gonna
count
guess
Spider-Man.
16, but it is a number. We got a eclectic group today. Some new faces might be appearing on screen today, especially from right here.
Whoa!
It's Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut.
Hey, he's gonna eat
Welcome.
all those hot dogs
Joey
for us.
Chestnut really wants to know who just said his name.
Blarney Bestnut.
That's funny, Blarney.
Guys, here on the podcast,
Fuck
we
you,
like
Joey.
to have-
I can totally beat
We
you.
like to have a good time here.
I could beat you in a wiener race.
I could beat you in a wiener contest.
Dude,
Easy.
I know I can take more
easily
inches.
beat you in a wiener contest.
I'm Peter.
I would be slurping those down.
I'm Luke, I
Fuck it.
guess.
I'm Ben.
I'm Cade. Welcome to the.
I wish you guys would use your
Nondescript.
real fucking names one week, because it really just pisses me off.
I
every time.
Sorry.
just did.
Okay, Kanargar.
Nargal?
He said Cade. He
That
did
sounds-
say
We
Cade.
all just did our real
Racist.
names.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Don't stop
mouth,
it, you
dirty
guys.
Let's not say that again.
Okay, Ben, what was your catchphrase last podcast?
No. We don't gotta get into all of that.
Get into that.
So, guys, welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the spot. Welcome to the
don't
spot.
We don't have a plan today.
I
no
feel like usually
plan.
Before we come on, I usually ask everyone like if they have like an idea for a topic.
Actually-
but we never have a plan.
Actually, there
I don't
is
think we ever have.
there is one thing I think I would like to discuss, just right off the bat, because I did like something happened last night. I don't want it to overshadow like the entire podcast, like ruin the whole thing.
It probably will.
And
I think
yeah,
you would keep it to the
Yeah,
end.
you're really setting a dark, dismal.
I just kind of want to get it all out there because it
Go ahead,
involves
drop trowel,
a
let's see
couple members of the club here, and so I was asleep last night in my bedroom, and at like 3 a.m. exactly, at like snap 3 a.m. Ben he just busts my door in, and this is not like him at all. So it's like he was clearly maybe under the influence of something.
We all know Ben. He likes to party. He likes his K. He likes his H. He likes his crystal.
His K.
Yeah.
And
so it could just be a number of things.
So
Probably
he
the animal tranquilizer he was
Yeah,
on.
I couldn't even tell you actually.
he
I don't know why.
absolutely busts the door in, swings wide and crashes into my wall, and I'm startled. I'm like, holy fuck, holy shit, what is going on here? And Ben's standing there silhouetted in my doorway. He's wearing a wife beater that I've never seen, like a white tank top.
You wouldn't even think me the guy to
Never
own a wife
never
beater.
seen him wear one of those.
But I have them.
Yeah, he does.
They're in the depths
It
of my-
clearly
of my
came out of
closet.
like a 5-pack.
Yeah, he's where the name
I-
came from.
I do have a wife beater.
Wife beater.
One.
And
I got
and
white
so
people,
I shoot awake. I'm like, holy fuck,
beater.
what, Ben? Is that you? And he kind of like saunters over to me, and he leans in real close and he says, He says, "Hey, man." He says, "A pregnancy's a pregnancy. It doesn't mean I got to raise the thing." and I was shocked by this. I was shaken by this. I
Shaken
just
to
would
your
never
core.
expect him to say that.
Was this
Yeah.
like a dream you had, or was it just
This
happened.
happened,
Really?
100%.
Happened,
Ben
yep.
can attest. This really
I-
happened.
Damn.
And
Pulled up in the wife beater. No wife.
Pulled
And
up
I
in the
said-
You ever like sleepwalk?
pulled
you
up in
know,
the beater, no wife.
I said,
I've never
Ben.
sleptwalked before.
I said, Ben,
This
that
wasn't
is
a sleepwalk.
Oh,
horrible.
it's just motivated.
I said that is terrible in this age where like the future of abortion is in question.
Right.
Like, how could you,
You know,
say
childrenless
something like that?
fathers.
I'm gonna put it out there on the air. I'm right. I'm here to take a stance.
Deadbeat dads unite.
I'm here to take a stance. You don't need a wife to wear a wife beater.
You don't need to beat her.
A
either.
pregnancy is a pregnancy. I'll say it.
Doesn't mean I gotta raise the thing. And I was shaken by this, and then Ben just he shrugged it off. He said, and then he left.
Yep.
I
Stepped
don't even
outside. Got in my Mustang.
I don't even know how he got in my house. But
He got in his Mustang with a modified train horn and blew the horn and shattered my fucking windows.
I got in my car, drove down the street, activated transformer mode,
clearly drunk driving.
Transformed with me inside, crushed myself to death.
and then Radio Wave walked
Yeah.
me home. That's his name.
Radio wave. Radio.
Anyway, I just
Radio
didn't
wave
want,
transform.
I just wanted to kind of get that out into the open, and because it really disturbed me. I don't know, like how you guys feel about that kind of behavior, but
Is it
Ben, you
does it
really
change
you
the
really
way you
scared
look at me?
and,
I feel like we just need to
Oh,
find
yeah.
we need to find another person. Like Ben, you're
I don't see you any
now I don't.
differently, but now you're
I'm
just
not talking
green.
about exile.
I feel like this was a
Um,
conversation we should have had in private if it was.
I just-
guess it would be.
Well,
I just
I-
thought it
I
would be
applaud
best
your
if the
boldness, though.
audience. I just thought the audience should know, the real us. Like, I think they want an authentic podcast, and so
Well,
Do you
wait.
think that the change that you see in me, like where I'm green now, do you think that comes across in the camera? We might need to.
yeah.
Do you think
Give
you
me
could-
like.
Could you take a picture with your eyes and could you actually upload it to
Computer,
the?
can we make Ben green?
yeah, computer.
So there, you're
Can we
seeing
do
you're seeing
green
it all
Ben
its,
real
all
quick?
its ugliness.
Yeah.
Can we do like a green Ben bit on the screen, guys?
yeah.
I feel
Can
like
we do maybe green Ben?
That's one
up
of our
there?
best bits.
I feel like we should
That's
be.
a funny one.
No,
Green
the-
Ben, come on.
The good part about
Dude, I'm
America
laughing.
is, before we come to conclusion, we hear both sides of the story and decide. Ben, do you like agree?
We're a two-party system.
Yeah.
Bipartisan.
Thank
Can we
God.
get green
Do
Ben
you-
up there?
Do you, is Luke lying or
Computer green Ben.
everything he said true?
Well, I won't lie. I've been having some pretty crazy night
Sex.
experiences. I'm having some wild sex lately. Been having all kinds
No
of sex.
condom
I've been
style.
No sleep.
having
I'm going
fat
raw.
sex,
Pregnancy.
green sex, virgin sex.
Grinch sex.
Well,
I'm having
thing
fuck
is-
sex every night.
well, the thing is, like, you were clearly trying to like convince yourself with those words.
I
you know,
was
like-
kind of holding back tears. I was like,
Yeah, like you were kind of coming to me, I think, for some affirmation.
everyone's
And,
got two beasts inside of them.
yeah, there's a wolf.
One
There's
is
a
a
wolf.
wolf, the other one
there's
is
two
gay.
wolves. Side me, I had the woke beast and the sex beast.
There's
The sex beast won that night.
Sex beast won hard.
inside
dude.
Ben. There's Ben and Green Ben. Anyway, I just
Wanted to.
I wanted to
I
make
applaud
that-
you for bring that out in the open.
I
It's
just
really
I
brave
think
of
our
you.
I just I
It's
want
really
I think
brave of
that's
you
what our
throwing it under
audience
the
wants.
fucking rug, asshole.
Oh.
You can't get any love for.
I just don't want it to happen again, and
Well, have you learned your lesson, Ben?
yeah,
Luke, I think honestly
guess
that
I
you
learned
learn
my
your
lesson.
lesson.
I'll lock my fucking
Yeah.
bedroom door.
Yeah.
That's
We
what
got
I
windows,
learned.
too.
Yeah,
Don't
because
lock
he's
your
shattering those.
Don't. Yeah, you can't really lock the window when he has.
What I learned
Sound
is that
wave.
a pregnancy is a pregnancy, and it doesn't mean you got to
It's
raise
really
the thing.
beautiful.
And
And
you remember
also that if someone is green,
That's
locking your door doesn't do anything.
yeah, they can just pass right through. It's like a vampire, and they're inverted vampires. You know how a
Oh.
vampire you have to invite them in. Green people,
They'll only
they don't
leave.
have to be invited.
You have to
They are
invite them
only
out.
coming in.
You green people, they have to.
They have to break in. They cannot be invited.
Yeah.
If they're invited,
They do a
they
break
can't
and
come in.
It has to be non-consensual.
The green.
Greeners. Fucking hate greeners.
All right.
That reminds you of anything?
Is that? I'm gonna really hope that greener is not a slur. It could be. It very
Sounds
well
Well,
like-
I was
sounds like it'd
gonna.
be like a political
The
party.
grass is always.
I was
could
early,
be,
like
it could be like from Maze Runner. Wake
Yeah.
up, greener. What
Well,
do they say in that?
Well,
Greenie.
people say greenie. That's like a
Greenie,
thing. That's what
yeah.
people say like when you're like new at something. But like 2 minutes ago, I was gonna say like I learned my lesson. Never trust.
heard that?
I heard that last week.
You're
when
still
I got
green at
an
this?
interview and I was
Yeah.
so confused on what a fuck.
No,
it
yeah,
was.
they always say that. What did I just watch? Oh, when I was watching Sicario, they said they're like, he's a greenie, but he's good.
No, Ben, there
He's
was
a greener.
instead of a G.
Look, I was about to say like 2 minutes ago. I was gonna be like, I was gonna say I learned my lesson.
If
Green
it's a
people
slur, I'm gonna
suck, but I
hurt
was like,
myself.
wait a minute. I wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
Because
that
we've
I
all
remember
said
that.
it.
I
I
was
would
slurs in
have to
2
cut out
weeks.
everything. Oh god.
Started doing 2 weeks in a row.
Oh
Okay.
god.
That's not bad.
It's only towards the
It's only
end.
mildly offensive.
That's all right. It's not
It actually
cancelable.
means a type of shotgun, a 12 gauge greener.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
Gage
it's in Call
Greener.
of Duty.
Greener. Hardly know her.
I'm gonna green. all
Green.
over you.
Anyway,
Green
that's
is
the
a sexual act.
anyway,
Greener
that's the end of the
mutilation.
podcast, guys. So, thanks for listening.
All right.
Green.
Remember to like and subscribe, and cool, I'm gonna go back to my show.
Yeah.
Psych! That was a fucking
Psych.
bit.
What's happening?
Oh.
For
I
him?
tricked
What's
you.
up? All right.
Did you see that he called out Andrew Tate
I
this
did,
week?
yeah. And he made really like eloquent, nice points.
Yeah, Ray William Johnson was absolutely on point, just skewering Andrew Tate this week.
I
It
wouldn't
really
guess.
is
I wouldn't
like
guess he would be against Andrew Tate. He's really not that bad. He teaches you how to make money.
Yeah. And
Right.
he teaches you about
Do you not
all
like
the
making
world
money?
cultures.
Oh.
With this, this
that
song.
is. I think
Well,
that's
when
why
you get
people don't
enough
like
money,
a
him.
you can
racist
say-
song.
Well,
Isn't that what it's called?
They don't like him because he's leveling the playing field.
They don't like him because he's leveled out 5'5". A nice,
People-
good, even size for a man.
I mean, it's pretty
Nice,
interesting.
good, middle of the ground.
Whenever you see a
middle
rich
road.
person, they just happen to be racist. Coloration.
I don't believe he's. I think he's a misogynist.
Ray William Johnson is?
I
mean,
don't
Andrew
know.
Tate is both.
I mean, I've
Where's
heard the
the
stereotype song,
Andrew.
and that's
It
maybe
is not the racist
Wait, so
song.
Andrew-
the stereotype song is
Andrew
probably
Tate's
more
racist
offensive
towards
than
the
anything.
females.
Is he a singer then?
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Yeah, your favorite
No.
Martian, ever heard of him?
No, Ray William Johnson. Fucking, I don't know. He's not a singer.
Okay, before we a little behind the scenes, I'm gonna peel back the curtain. We were talking
peel
about
back your
we were
foreskin
shooting
real
something
quick.
before this, a video, and they were talking about Andrew Tate, and all I know about Andrew Tate is he had a webinar called Hustle University like 4 years ago or something, and that's all I know. So like, is he a singer?
No, I think he's
Christ.
a boxer. Doesn't
I
Tate,
thought he was a
doesn't the word
boxer,
Tate
too.
sound like a body part that would stink?
Yeah, called
I
Taint.
think you're thinking of Taint.
But Taint smells
It
good.
Yeah,
does sound
but-
like a little bit like taint, but,
But
like
there,
taint.
it's like slightly different
Get the
though. It's
sweat off my Tate.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't
It's
oh,
like
no. Well,
on
there's
your
also
neck.
tart.
yeah.
Tart?
'Cause I feel like there's a lot of.
Oh.
You know what a tart is?
Sorry, I thought you said tard. I was like, can we...
Can you eat a tart?
can
No,
we...
So, wait, so what's the song?
He's not a singer. He's not
You're
a
talking
singer.
about like the racist
He's not a
song, or-
musician.
I'm talking about. You remember
He's
your
a
favorite
podcaster.
Martian,
Yeah, I love him.
Remember the stereotype song?
Oh yeah.
I
that's
think
cool.
I love you more than the Japanese love.
Tentacle
won't say
porn.
it, but okay, you did.
That's what he said.
That's
That's
what he
not
said.
what I'm saying.
I was just quoting him.
That's
Doing-
not what
doing your
I'm
mom.
saying.
Doing your
I'm
mom.
saying what he said.
We should get Detroit native rapper Rucka Ali on the podcast.
Oh fuck, we should get
I don't
Detroit
want
native
that.
rapper Forrest
Wow, you
Gump.
don't like Rucka?
Forrest.
Forrest
Like, what are we gonna say?
Oh, we can sing
Can we get
I'm a
T
Korean
Grizzly on the
song.
podcast?
Who? If you could meet one celebrity, like genuinely, who would you like?
I have a
actually wanna
complex
talk
about
to?
celebrities actually.
Just
that
pick one, Kate. I
no,
don't wanna
I
hear
honestly,
it.
I honestly think that 99% of celebrities are, like, I have like a genetic, like, I want to kill you type.
Yeah, don't mean
Type,
heroes.
like-
What?
Like I just don't.
Why
You ever
it's
just like
okay.
see a celebrity and you just know that you want to shoot them in the face?
What about years from now? If you're a celebrity, what are you gonna do? Just
I
kill
don't know,
yourself?
man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I don't know if
You're
I've
gonna
ever
see
looked at
yourself-
anyone
You're
and
gonna
wanted
have a
to
house
shoot
with
them
no
in the
mirrors in
face.
it because as soon as you see yourself in the mirror, you're
Oh!
pulling out the greener.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the greener, blasting one. Of them.
Let me tell you, as soon as I meet
Okay,
Nathan
Kate,
Fielder, I'm
happened
pulling
to
out the
Hemingway.
greener.
Kill.
I think
Got one person.
I think Bob Odenkirk would be a nice guy, but that's like
You talk to him from like a distance.
yeah, I'd probably keep my distance from him.
through a
'Cause he
glass
stinks.
wall.
I'd probably
That
keep
wasn't
my
like
gun
fucking
aimed at him the
glass
whole
walls.
time while I'm asking for an autograph. I'd say,
No, you
keep
ask
your
for-
hands where I can see him, sign the paper, and I'd
Get
keep
the
like
fuck
that.
outta
Yeah,
here.
And I won't
20
shoot
feet
you in
away
the
from-
face.
Yeah, Luke, who's yours?
and then I'd
If I
say,
could meet
give me your
one
wallet and your
person-
phone, and we won't have a problem.
Christ, I honestly,
Christ? That's a good one.
Jesus, I would meet Christ if I could. I would have a lot of questions. He's famous as
Yeah,
fuck.
Jesus would be a nice guy.
I'd
I
be-
think. I actually think Jesus would
Jesus.
be nice.
Are you real?
Controversial. I did.
He would
I love
say
you,
like,
Jason.
he'd be speaking some like
Jesus-
Arab 2,000-year-old language.
Jesus, why aren't you
that we
white?
don't
Let
understand.
me extend
Wait,
Aramaic.
What?
Fucking
Wait, you're not
bullshit.
white Jesus. What
This week's weekly podcast invitation goes out to
Jesus Christ.
Christ himself.
We're getting away
Feel
from the
free to
question.
come back
Luke,
on.
I wanna
Jesus,
know.
why do you sound like that? Why are you so small?
I was like it this the whole time.
Why do you have orange hair? Why are you in a gold pot?
Fucking character.
It's
a
not cheese, he's a leprechaun.
Yeah, what's that one genie where you type in and guesses what character you're thinking of?
Akinator.
Yeah, it's Akinator.
You
that's
guys remember
Jesus.
Ask Judd? That was so fun.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What?
Ask Judd. I don't know that.
Oh man,
Judd
I'll have to
Judd
pull you
Apatow?
guys. All right.
You mean Ask Jeeves?
No, Ask Judd. I don't know if it's a real website anymore, but
I don't know if it's
I
a
don't know
real
if I just made it
website.
up,
No.
but-
it used to be a real website. But what you would do is you would type in the search bar like Jed, I have a question, and then you would type your question. But while you were typing Jed, I have a it was a prank. You would type Jed, I have a question, and it would like fill in the search bar with the words Jed, I have a question. But while you were typing, you could type in whatever you wanted. So you could play a trick on your friends, right? So you type in Jed, I have a question, and then you type in the question like, what is my friend's middle name? But while you're typing Jed, I have a question, you type in, Scrotus, right? That's his middle name.
That's his middle name.
And
Right.
so as soon as you type, what is my friend's middle name, you hit enter, the answer comes up, Scrotus.
Scrotus.
And he's, of course, floored. I tricked so many of my friends with that. I had them facing on the walls. I said, Jed can answer any question that you give me. And one friend was like, when did my grandma die? And I was like, fuck.
You're like, but you knew because you were there.
Yeah.
I knew.
Out of curiosity, when did she die? Oh.
I knew because she was a
True, it's-
celebrity.
Kind of looks like Kate is like plugged in here. You can
shit.
you can take that off if you want.
Well, Kate's dead.
Oh, poof.
So Luke, who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
like.
brought up the fucking question.
Well, I thought everyone else would answer first, and then I would
All right,
We already
fine.
met his.
Wait,
what was the
question?
meet
celebrity
one
one.
celebrity, and you said
Oh.
Bob Odenkirk through a glass wall. They're like,
Yeah, like through bulletproof glass, I'd say.
As you're blasting the wall.
Yeah.
Can I get your autograph?
Just unloading on the glass.
Yeah.
God.
As you're
I hate your one show, Bob and Dave, or what the fuck it's called.
I hate Mr. Show.
Yeah.
Mr. Show's probably not that bad. I just watched one episode and really didn't like it. Can we
I
put
mean-
Mr. Show up on the screen?
Yeah.
Mr. Show.
Put it, Mr.
Can we
Show up.
put the entirety of Mr. Show and speed it up by 100
How fun
times.
was that, Luke?
The entire,
Oh, yeah,
all
well.
5 seasons.
Cut all
Also,
5 seasons
For the rest
together.
of the podcast, can we have the Morbius showing the GIF of Morbius or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
Just
in
leave
the
that up.
green.
That your
Blue
one
pill, red
celebrity
pill,
dream?
In the green of it.
No, I wouldn't meet Jared Leto. I'd probably.
Did anybody think that
I don't
Morbius
know.
was already a movie? It's called The Matrix.
Same fucking same
the
plot,
Morbitrix.
same characters, same director.
Same
Last time I
race.
checked, Morbius was the guy who gives Neo the pills, the testosterone and estrogen pills.
Oh, I thought he was the guy from Scary Movie.
Take the E pill
Take the T pill
and grow some tits.
You grow a wiener.
Take the W pill to grow a wiener.
I will say I did at one point genuinely think that
The
if you
teeth?
took enough testosterone, you would grow a penis.
You thought that?
You would grow
Yeah,
a wiener, but you
yeah.
would grow it just somewhere random.
I
Grow
Yeah.
it like on your shoulder.
Did anybody grow boobs during puberty? Because I did.
Like man boobs.
Yeah.
Anything
I had like
bad.
tits.
Like milk?
I didn't.
No,
Like
not like
milky
milk,
tits?
but I had boobers, like
You got
straight up.
tits?
Straight up cans.
I didn't want to take off my shirt for a bit because for like it was
That's
like probably
normal.
like 9 months, maybe a year. I had these like lumps in my chest that were like
I had
right
a friend
here
who
and
was
right
like
here.
that.
And I couldn't take off my shirt because I literally had boobs for like a year.
I had a close friend.
And then they went away.
I do actually know what you're talking about. I had a close friend who. What?
Wait, it's kind of.
It's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in. That's why.
That's why it is. But
Commercial break. Enjoyers.
Pete's watching wrestling.
And Cade's in the bathroom.
Kate's pissing.
He's in the bathroom.
We represent the greatest city in the history of modern civilization, Detroit.
Yeah. They're from Detroit.
Wait, so they are
Yeah, yeah.
Chris Seaman?
Chris. Sman.
That's cool.
Is the wrestling canon like has it been like ongoing since like the 80s or whatever?
WWE has, yeah. This started like 4 years ago.
1800s.
Have they ever like retconned anything in the WWE?
Yeah. This is actually kind of interesting. I will bring it up. There's a guy in wrestling named Chris Benoit.
Benoit.
Yeah.
Benoit. Yeah, do you know about him?
Yeah, I
I've
know.
heard of him. I don't know.
Yeah,
anything
he
about him.
so he's a really big wrestler to like the early 2000s to like I think like 2010, 2011. And
That's actually a
just
really sad
he did
story.
a fight. It is very sad. He did a fight with someone, and then the very next day he killed himself and his family. And then so before they found out that he killed his family, they thought it was just him. So the WWE did a tribute episode the next day,
Yeah.
and then the very next day they found he killed his family. So
What?
Vince McMahon came on. And he went, "Yeah, we're very sad about the current revelations of this ongoing story. I just wanted to come on and to apologize and stuff over that episode last night and stuff." He went, we will now be writing out him out of all like WWE like storylines and everything when he would never be brought up again in this company.
Oh my god.
they
So they just
hold him
did he use the word retcon or was he just like
Yeah,
we're going
he-
to act
are
like he never
retconning.
existed?
And then no, okay, I remember because I just watched a video on this today. The scene that got retcon too. Right before he died, there was a storyline where Vince McMahon and there was like a storyline where he faked his death. So he walked and so he opened his limo up like the night
Oh,
before,
boy.
like, the night before at the normal show, and the limo blew up. And so technically McMahon died. And so he came on the next day to address that he died. And due to what's going on, I'm retconning this, and we're just dropping this storyline. So it's never.
Yeah,
happened.
wouldn't they do like promos, or like not promos, but like a little intro before like WWE episodes, to like explain why the two guys have beef with each other.
Yeah, they were doing that
Yeah.
when we were setting up. Rampage is going on, or the big pay-per-view going on this weekend that I'm going to in Chicago, and like this whole episode is just like promo setting up for the fight. I like the beef between the two people.
Vince McMahon should get back in the ring.
I'm pretty sure he's retconned now too.
He probably
They're
is.
retconning him.
Him, I know
'Cause
Hogan got retconned too.
You know,
when
he
went on
really.
his-
Hulk Hogan did?
Well, yeah,
What
he
did
went
he
on a
do?
racist rant because his daughter was dating a black guy.
You know,
So
Don't remember that at all.
There's that, and then he had sex with some other wrestler's wife, and there's a sex tape.
Hey, that's all part
They
of the
haven't all, like,
game,
the
brother.
same
It's all fair
man,
game.
They planned that. Come on.
But yeah, he went on like a racist rant because I think now he's back in the WWE, but for like 5 years.
Only thing I
he
know
was-
about Hulk
It was just a
Hogan
joke.
You
is
know,
that picture that gets retweeted of him all the time of him and his chihuahua
spaghetti?
in the pool, and it says like "Don't fuck with us, brother." H8.
yo,
I always see there's like a picture of him holding a can of SpaghettiOs. I always see.
Vince McMahon was trying to retcon those women.
Yeah, really.
Vince
Right.
McMahon is the
He's a-
master of retconning, dude.
he was the retcon king. He was retconning real life.
I feel like we
With the
always bring up
fucking-
Vince McMahon every episode.
Yeah,
gotta
we do.
get
Welcome
him.
to our weekly Vince McMahon.
Hey, I would love him to
Want
be
to
on
know,
the
Vince,
podcast.
where you're not retconned? Here on the Knobs.
Yeah, P. I actually agree with you. Regardless of even
We'll
if
keep talking about
even if
you,
in
you
the
son of a
future,
bitch.
let's say Vince McMahon goes on a mass shooting, does the worst shit ever. He can come on the
Oh,
podcast.
we gotta
It
get him
could
on.
be
Come
fun.
on.
We
Well,
gotta
hey,
get him on
listen,
here.
I know
I mean-
it seems like to people I'm like the wrestling guy. I started watching like AEW
Why are you
like,
doing that?
earlier this year because my friend was super into it. I don't really like WWE, but I'd love to have Vince McMahon.
Why, is he,
on.
why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
I don't have a cup.
What, you could just drink it from the
Yeah, I'm gonna
can?
put it in the vodka.
That behavior,
Oh.
if Vince
Oh,
McMahon
okay.
was sitting in the middle
Hey,
of the couch,
what are you
he
doing?
would have
Mm.
called you like the N-word.
Yeah,
Like,
he would have called
would've-
me like a pussy and put me in a headlock.
He would have had flashbacks.
You
from
fucking
the-
pussy.
He would have had flashbacks where he said to John Cena and Joe Louis.
I don't like
Yeah.
WWE that much because I don't know if I've ever told you
You've
guys
grown up?
about this. When I was growing up, yeah, I had a friend who
now you are.
was really into WWE. He had kind of a like rough home life, and this is not a joke. This is not a joke, but he did have like a rough home life. But he would come over to my house, and my parents, for whatever reason, were just like, "Yeah, you can stay as long as you want." We were in like 4th grade at the time, and I remember one time he stayed for over a week at our
What?
house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he stayed for like 2 weeks at our
That's
house.
really wonderful.
And you had to watch
for
wrestling
you.
with
It's
them?
really nice of your parents to do that.
Yeah, so we had sleepovers every day for like that 2 weeks. And by the end of that, like, it was like a week and a half. By the end of that week and a half, we were like really sick of each other. And he he was super into WWE, so he's watching it one day, and he was like, "I gotta show you this, dude. Check this out. Lay on the floor here. Check this out." And I lay on the floor, and he grabs my leg and puts it into this like weird position.
Oh, he does the
And
death
pain
lock.
shoots through my body.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
fucking-
jeez. And he keeps going. He has me in this
Oh my
lock,
God.
and I'm just screaming, stop! Ah! And then I start crying, and he starts crying too. And he's like, you don't have to cry, dude. And then he goes and he locks himself in my room.
Oh my god.
And he takes a nap.
Yeah, dude, all worked up.
Why'd you fuck? Why'd you?
And then
you fucked
he
him
left, and he never came over again.
What? Wait, what do you mean? He just went in your room and
man.
took a nap?
He
That's-
did, dude. I slid a note under my door, and I was like, "Hey, can you let me in?"
Yeah, and he wrote back, I'm taking a nap.
Taking a nap.
He got up, wrote it, and
Oh God, that's so unfortunate. I've never like
Very sad.
really had.
Yeah.
So, I don't know
That's
if I've
awful.
ever really like for a long time sat down and had like many like exposed to for a long period of time somebody that I just ended up being like I just don't
You
suck like this person at all.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
also a moment during those 2 weeks where my dad like yelled at him, like, because he was like fucking around and he jumped and like landed on a glass table. He was like, "Hey!" like,
That's
like he freaked out at this kid, and then he was like, "Oh shit!" Our table. My table.
Oh man.
He was watching
sucks.
the McCain-Obama elections. I remember that.
Your dad or the kid?
My dad.
He was watching the
I thought
live
you were saying the
election.
kid was watching.
No,
you're
no.
looking for
Who
a
is
big
this
man.
kid?
The kid was watching Obama win the election. He was like, "Fuck!"
He got cry. He got
I
tears in
remember
his
the
eyes.
day the election came out. The Halo 4 came out that day, and I went to go pick it up. And like right next to the GameStop I went to was one of those.
Which
like,
election?
Obama McCain.
What?
No, that was
would've been,
2008.
That would have been Romney.
Oh, Romney. Yeah, Romney.
Yeah.
They're the fucking same person.
That came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
The day he
Holy
got elected.
shit.
But anyways, next to it was like a Romney like support like store thing. You know those,
Mm-hmm.
like those pop-up
It
calling
was the
places.
Romney
And I was
restaurant.
walking. I had to walk to GameStop because they didn't give me my pre-order bonus of the codes. So I went back to go have them reprint my receipt. And I had to walk to GameStop. And as I was walking, I hear a slam on the like glass in there. Someone chucked their chair because Romney lost.
How are you gonna be that
Oh,
heated
God.
over Mitt Romney
God.
losing the election?
Romney
bro.
inspires.
Well, he has a birth
he lights my
certificate. Obama
fucking
didn't,
fire, bro.
so-
Didn't Mitt Romney die?
No, he's
still
fine.
around.
He's
He
young.
did have a
Oh, no,
a
that was
heart
McCain.
attack.
That was
though,
McCain
right?
who died.
McCain died. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, it was a big thing because Trump, like, totally.
I'm
totally
just hearing
dunked
about
on
that for the first time.
How does Vince McMahon
Yeah, he
feel
totally
about it?
dunked
They have
on him
such
and then he
similar
died.
Yeah, they played a game of basketball.
Trump was like McCain is not a war hero because he got
He was
captured.
basically Trump basically went on a bit that he went on the same
he went on
bit
the
we
he went on the Purple Heart bit. It was like
I did
it
a
was,
Purple Heart bit. Well, we
fucking-
did it 3 years later.
yeah. And he went.
Not only was ours way funnier, but no one died after.
yeah, and then McCain died like shortly after that. It was fucking tragic, and like I almost said Obama. Trump like didn't take it back at all. He was like
Oh, yeah, that's why he
said what I fucking said.
He says what's
He's
Yeah.
done that
Says
about
what
a
he
lot of
wants.
people who die, and they're
Yeah.
like, they ask him like, "Do you take back any of your comments?"
It's like,
Can't
nah.
remember
I do
anything.
not.
If they, I wish they could hear. I hope they hear this wherever they are.
They're probably
Fuck
burning
you.
in hell.
Probably
Not a hero.
I always go back and watch
Why
the
you
clip of him
Do
finding
like
out
a
Ruth
Hitler
Bader
salute every time
Ginsburg
you do
died.
that.
It just, I don't know.
You never seen that clip?
No,
Have you
this-
guys? Have you guys seen the clip where
They
Trump
do
finds
that.
out Ruth Bader Ginsburg died?
I've never seen.
Where he's immediately getting off the airplane. You guys haven't seen that? He's getting off Air Force
Oh,
One.
maybe that sounds kind of familiar.
He's he's on the runway and he's getting off Air Force One. They're like, "Did you hear Ruth Bader Ginsburg just died? She died just now." And he's like, "No, I didn't. You're just telling me for the first time."
Oh.
And you can
And
see his
yeah,
erection.
And Tiny Dancer is playing in the
Really?
background.
Dude,
You
he's got
can't.
all
No,
episode
you
down.
can't see his erection, but Tiny Dancer is playing in the background, and it just makes it so funny when he's like, "She was a great woman. I loved her very much."
Hey, fuck.
Blue jean baby,
Well,
lady.
what can you do? They caught him off guard.
It is so
Huge
that is my
boner.
favorite clip of Trump.
Come on, you got a huge boner.
When he
what are you
puts
gonna
what if
both
he
do?
his
just, like,
hands
leaned
up
into
and
the
he's
mic?
like, I'm just hearing about this for the first time right now.
He leans into the mic and he's like, "Lamau." Fucking got him.
Like
World
you can tell
Typing that
all his
shit,
reactions
ladies
are
and
just like, I don't give a fuck.
We gotta.
Sir, Mr. President, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has just died. Oh, bye abortion. Fucking got him.
That's like that's what I do now
That's
when
what
I
he
get
said.
like news that shocks me. Just both hands in the air. I'm just now hearing about this for the first time.
That's how I live. All my news is wrestling related or video game related. So every time I hear about politics, it's always a new little treat.
It's awesome. It's a neat little.
Anytime you hear about
It's
politics,
always news to
Vince
me.
McMahon being racist.
I don't even know who the
I
president
hear
is.
politics. It's Vince McMahon just had another sexual allegation. I go, oh wow, How does this affect the
How
Biden
does this affect
administration?
How does it affect the
LeBron's
economy?
How does Kamala feel about
How does
this?
this affect my WWE stock?
How does She-Hulk feel about this?
How does Whopper Jr.
Dude, did you
feel
see the
about
video?
this?
Did you see the clip from She-Hulk where she meets like
Megan
Megan
Thee
Thee Stallion?
Stallion. Yeah.
And she
Let's
starts
talk
twerking
about
into
that.
The fucking camera.
She
Dude, that looked
It
like a
looked so
fucking.
bad.
That looked like a
It looked like
fucking.
a pre-render.
That looked like a fucking 2K cutscene. Like,
It did.
It did.
Like-
It looked really fucked up.
That game, like, dude, I used to play fucking like 2K, like my career all the time, dude. That's literally textbook. Like
Yeah.
manager walks in. I'd like to propose a trade, 150,000 for.
Bring it back to WWE. It's like when
I'm gonna
McMahon
give you a
would walk into
5-year
my 2K
contract on
games.
the New England.
In the
Eagles.
new-
Computer
Um,
show She-Hulk twerking.
In the
It's
new
so
2K, can't you like have like a backstory? Like you,
You
get
can have
like,
a
addicted
job.
to
In the new,
drugs.
you can have a job in the new 2K. You can
No,
work.
yeah,
You can
it's like
work
you
at a
work
smoothie
you can
bar.
No,
work.
no,
You
work
can,
at like
you
a
can,
no, you
you
work
can.
at like a T-Mobile store.
All right, so as of like 3 years ago, 2K started this thing where they wanted to like make basically the metaverse. They did the metaverse first. I want to put that out there. They're like, we're gonna make like a whole like world, and they called it the neighborhood, and it wasn't a world. It was like 2 city blocks.
All right.
And it was just like a bunch of like rinse and repeat like how like apartment 3D models with like a Foot Locker and then a basketball court on the other side of the town.
Like, was it like sponsored by Foot Locker? Like,
Yeah,
was-
yeah. They got like they 2K has like every they got like Sprite sponsoring the game and
Well,
shit.
wait.
But now they release in this year they're gonna do this thing where you can work, like you can clock in for a shift at the 2K neighborhood
fucked
Foot Locker.
There's
And I
other
know
stores. There's
I
other
know
stores, though.
there's people are gonna be little
Racist.
17-year-olds are gonna
Yeah.
be up in there. I would be fucking up in there. when
I would be too, dude.
Especially if they're
honestly-
paying like,
Dude,
I
me
don't even-
taking the burger challenge 5,000 times in Persona 5, I did, like,
Yo!
That's the thing, dude. I would
Love
I
the
would
burger
literally
challenge.
kill, like in a game, if you could just be like, yeah, just stand your player model inside. Like, say you're
I
trying
don't
to say you're
get
trying
what
to
you
get
do.
money and you're trying to get money in GTA Online. Just stand your player model, like your character, inside of Clucks and Fries for like.
that's all you have to do in 2K to make money?
What the fuck? You're gonna like
Is it like a
stop
quick
people from
time event to
stealing?
scoop the
I don't know. I feel like you got
That's a job.
Because there's other like I think there's like a T-Mobile and stuff in there too. So my guess for that
Okay, but
is,
what's
like,
the difference?
You try and get people like it's like my favorite people.
Press square to make
an
the sale.
Old podcast moment is when I ran about the AT&T people at Target because
Yeah.
they fucking.
I'm sorry, we weren't
annoy the shit
owning
out
that
of
deal
you.
anymore. So
I
we
imagine
don't
it's
have
like
that.
that. Like, a
Okay, but
little
no,
kid
that's
comes
not
up to
that's
you
not how
and-
2K works though. It's like you don't
I
get
know.
things in real life. Like you just
I know.
it's the role playing experience. You like 2K
Yeah.
is the kind of game they will literally let you pick what cell phone provider you want for your character because that's part of the role playing experience.
But
You
it's
know?
all okay. So what I'm getting at is fun. It's fucking 2K. So they're just like want money nonstop.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if what I said, like what I heard might be true, I guarantee you it's like a prompt comes onto your fucking screen. It's like, do you want to switch your phone provider to T-Mobile? And you hit it, and it brings you to the like fucking Xbox Bing app, and just loads up T-Mobile, and it
Yeah.
says switch now and get like 500 VC.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cause like I said, I would do that, man. I just like if I was like 16,
They gotta
I would
put, like,
log on
a-
before I go to high school. Just drop my guy in the T-Mobile store,
Dude,
go to
for
school,
real.
come back, boom,
Money.
1,000 VC.
Dollars.
Upgrade my 3 points.
That's
Upgrade
what
my
I'm
Like
telling my
Big
kids.
Donks.
I worked
Dude.
while I was in school.
Exactly. Yeah.
I worked in 2K
Yeah,
while I
people
was
go,
in school.
Yeah, I have an after-school job. I can't hang on. I'm like, I'm on the clock right now.
Yeah, man. I'm
I'm
working
about
at
to
the
get, I'm about to
fucking.
get Giannis.
What's it called? Cluck and Fry?
Clucks and Fries.
Well, that's not in 2K.
That's in GTA.
About to get a yearly bonus.
I'm about to get to LeBron gold.
The
Eventually, 2K will just evolve until like
it's just
until it's just Skyrim.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Until it's
Yeah,
eventually
it's the Matrix.
Skyrim.
It's
I-
bigger than Skyrim.
Eventually, there will be a 2K game
Probably
where
is,
you
right?
don't, if
Oh,
you
it
don't
is.
want to, you don't have to play basketball at all. You can just do whatever.
Well, there's those manager games
Oh, I played some
where
of those.
it's
Those are
like
fun.
you
Those do
don't
really-
even
those
play
do
the
well,
sport.
too.
The-
You're managing it.
I was gonna say the
One
my
just came out
career
last week.
story that I saw of the new 2K. It was like a guy making his character, and the narrator was like, you know, at 19 he was addicted to crack.
What?
That's good narrative.
That's how, dude.
That's
the
good
2K
narrative.
narratives are insane, dude.
You can
They-
make your character addicted to crack.
You can also, if you have an Xbox Connect, I don't know if you can still do it, but you could just scan your face onto the character.
No, yeah, you can do that. You can still do that.
Dude,
People do
the
that.
Oh, it's probably like an
Connect?
app now.
Oh.
They actually look like really
Do
good.
you guys
Oh,
remember
yeah.
those Connect commercials
Ye-
for the Connect?
Yeah, I bought it.
Like for
I
the
had
trail.
to connect, yeah.
Oh my god, I was so
fucking love that
fucking
Connect.
excited. Like they made it seem like the Connect could like you could take anything in the real world and just
And
hold
just
it in front of
put
the
it in, yeah.
and it would make it a digital version.
It's a game.
And like literally in the commercial for the Connect, they show like a skateboarding game, and some kid like just holds his skateboard up to the Connect, and the Connect like instantly scans his real life skateboard into the
I
game.
don't remember that at
There
all.
was,
sick.
I remember
All
the
these
first time-
obviously impossible.
Yeah,
did not
obviously
happen.
did not happen.
There was the first thing that ever came out with the connector. I think the first demo was a demo called Milo.
Yeah,
And
I
it
was gonna
like-
talk
it was
about
like
Milo.
You have like a little kid, and you take care of the little kid.
Mhm.
Virtual
I don't remember that.
world. It's like a little pet simulator. But it's
I
a
remember
kid.
the
So
you,
fucking
you guys
weird.
remember Connectimals?
Yeah, I never.
Yeah.
Got that game. I was too old
That
for
was,
it.
my sisters played the fuck out of that game.
Imagine
More
a
of a Connect-
imagine a
Ooh,
Connect
yeah.
game
I'm
like
petting a tiger.
remember like in like
All you
middle
would do.
school.
Fucking just pet.
Remember like in the middle school like health class or whatever. I don't know if they made you guys do like the fake cigarette pack or whatever. They make it
No.
What?
I did do a cigarette ad. We had to make
They
a
made-
fake ad.
It was like a thing where you have to like take this like basically like a little just square beeper around with you. It's supposed to simulate like
That's
it,
not what I did.
it goes off like every 20 minutes.
Like
It's-
when you need
What?
a cigarette or
it's
something.
supposed to let you like instruct you that if you get addicted to cigarettes.
It's like simulated
hyper
nicotine
mode.
addiction.
Yeah, it's basically like, are you
Like, my
like,
So what did you have
parents
to
are
do?
very
Just like
hyper.
go
It's
outside
like
and stand there for 5 minutes when
yeah,
you got a
basically.
beep?
Well, you didn't have to fucking do it. I mean, you could just
Nowadays,
take the
that's called a
batteries out of
vape.
it, but but yeah, that was basically what it was. I'm imagining like a Connect game where
Well, they say
you have to. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's just
cigarette
cigarette
smoking.
addiction simulator.
Nicotine addiction
You stand
simulator.
there, and just the Xbox fucking beeps and flashes at you, and you have to.
Xbox cigarette.
Xbox, suck my penis.
I know the Connect is used still to like conduct surgery, so like control the little robots. Use the Connect.
Whoa.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude,
I know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know about that.
So if you get a
Did you
I
little
know,
hear that they did surgery?
on a grape,
Guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway,
is it a
anyway,
good podcast or a bad? I really do.
that's somewhere in between. I don't. Do we have?
Ben,
Put up
we're
viewer
talking
polls
about
of
No,
Yeah,
I have a
what the
topic.
Put up a
podcast
viewer
is.
Yeah,
poll.
put a viewer poll.
Can we get a viewer poll of
Um,
Green Ben?
Ben, you
up
were
there?
talking about GTA earlier.
Oh yeah,
A
Saints
new game
Row.
just
yeah,
came
all right,
out,
Saints Row.
Saints
I do
Row.
want to say something
Bring
about
it
Saints
to video
Row.
games. I want to talk about it.
I do have
what's
things to
your-
say about Saints Row.
Ben got a review copy. So
crazy.
he's
I'm
gonna-
not done with it. I haven't finished the game yet.
You
But
got a review copy?
basically, no.
No, it's
Basically,
I actually think he did.
I
A copy?
I don't know if you guys have been really been following, but there is major shit being talked about on the
Yeah.
new Saints
I
Row.
think
It
it looks
is
cool.
it is like one of the probably the most trashed game right now. And I don't
Yeah, I've seen only bad reviews.
and I'm
honestly.
gonna be honest. I think it's really fucking fun.
Yeah, it's Saints
I-
Row.
It's Saints Row.
It's Saints
bad,
Row. It
but
is-
yeah,
it's good.
none
me-
of the Saints Row
to
games
me,
are good.
The only thing I'll like even concede on an ounce of, and I feel like this only like this negative is something that is only going to be viewed as a negative by people who are probably just terrible, not terrible, but
Humans.
just kind of bad incelly people. And
Incelly.
what it comes down to is, I mean, you get this from
Jesus
way back.
Christ.
People in like the comments of the trailers were like,
I'm done.
"This isn't a Saints Row. Everyone looks like millennial coffee drinkers." Like that has been the overarching complaint with the game, is that it's like, oh, this is not like the old school like gangster Saints Row. It's like modern Saints
I have
Row.
a question for
which,
him. Did they play Watch Dogs too?
yeah, Watch Dogs. That's
Literally
worse.
since
This ain't your
Saints Row
mama's
3.
Saints Row.
literally Well,
It's
okay.
been not about gangsters.
I'll,
right?
I mean,
3 wasn't even.
I'll admit that it's
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
like
mean.
in some ways it is like kind of a tonally different thing, and like some of the dialogue and stuff, and the general story is
It's goofy.
I'll
If
admit
I'm
is
remembering
different.
correctly, in Saints Row 4, they fucking go into like the Matrix, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know,
your
but-
character is the president and he gets
Yeah,
superpowers.
he's
I guess
the
the best way I can
president,
describe it is like previous Saints Rows have been like, it is the best way I can describe the comedy and just the entire tone of previous Saints Rows is, guy looks at boobs and goes awooga, like that is
Yeah.
that is the best way to
Literally,
describe that.
all I can think
This-
about
Is Gat in the game?
Not he hasn't. No, I don't think so.
visual. The only thing I associate visually with the entire Saints Row franchise is the big purple dick, big
Yeah,
purple dildo.
the
That's
dildo.
That's
I
it.
always think
sword,
of the
yeah.
first thing that comes to my mind. Saints Row 3, they had the cat, like a cat mascot.
Yeah.
like,
oh
a
yeah,
game
that
show.
guy. who-
I always think of him. I don't
he
know what his
was
name
like,
is, but it was like a
um,
Japanese game show parody. Like
he would like
minigame.
kill people on his game show,
Yeah,
right?
it was a pretty
Yeah.
fun minigame. I remember that being really heavily in the ads.
But the only other thing I'll say, if people who are complaining about the gameplay and like literally any other element of it, I'm sorry. That is like the most like that is brain dead.
You are
That
an
is literally
incel.
brain dead because, like, I kid you not, they literally. I'm actually convinced they did so little work, besides like making a new map and new characters, because every animation is identical
The Saints Row 4.
to previous Saints Rows. Like there is so little that has been changed, and
This
I
game
love that.
switched, like,
I'm perfect with that.
This game switched to like 2 different companies. Like it went from like Deep Silver, which was like the original company,
Yeah.
I think. Or no,
yeah,
it went from,
Deep Silver did.
I think it went THQ Deep Silver.
Deep Silver did
back to THQ because they got rebuilt.
Well, Deep Silver, yeah, did obviously the other Saints Rows, but the either way, I think it's fun.
I
think
want to
it's
get
fun.
it. I was
It's a
telling
cool
we
game.
were talking about
Maybe get
it.
maybe get it on sale if you're not like huge
Yeah.
into Saints Row.
I
think
wanna,
I'm a pretty-
gonna get it.
I think I'm a pretty big Saints Row guy, but
I like it a bit. I wasn't super.
I will
3 is when it
never,
kind of peaked for me, but I
ever,
played 4 and
ever
got
play
it
that.
hell.
I'm
Saints
never
Row
gonna play
4
that.
is not that good.
For me,
Never gonna
it's
play
I didn't really care for it. But I'm gonna wait probably till Black Friday, get it half off. Perfect price. I think that's a good like break game, like when you're on break.
The other thing I don't know, so I don't know if it's a prequel or
No,
if
it's just a reboot.
I assume it was just a total reboot,
Yeah, it's a
like
full
nothing
reboot.
is
Multiverse.
canon before.
It could be.
There
I
are
wouldn't be
there are
shocked.
references to Johnny Gat in it.
I think I know you haven't beat the
Gat
game
reference.
yet. I imagine after like a post-credit scene,
I'm sure they'll-
it's
I'm sure
like
it'll-
Johnny Gat.
Well, they
He's
they
the
wrote
biggest
that in there, and
character.
they're like, "This will get their dicks fucking hard."
They gotta throw Johnny Gat in there.
If
Yeah.
him
Johnny
and
Gat.
I'm sure the cat will show up too. He's in. every-
Yeah, probably.
Please bring Shaundi back.
Oh, Sean
If the
said
cat's
that-
not in it, I'm gonna
No,
kill
we
myself.
went out to dinner the other day after a shoot, and you were telling me about it, and I was telling you that I think like the reason too this game's getting so much shit is because people just want GTA 6. So
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
just going like,
And it's like,
yeah, this
Okay.
was, like, this was
Bro,
supposed
I've
to
always-
be
Literally,
GTA 6
I
for
like
me.
Saints Row, but I've always seen it as like diet GTA.
Yeah.
What is even gonna be in GTA 6
You
though?
play as
Is
a
my
woman. Just
question.
Everything.
You play as a
right?
female.
actually,
Oh,
I was
finally.
one of the like
That's
main
true.
That's why
like
I'm
thing
not
I've
getting
seen
it.
going around is
You
it's
would-
like
GTA 6 isn't just straight up the Matrix. I don't know.
It's gonna be the all-female reboot. And
well,
it's gonna
I
be
think they're gonna-
panned.
I don't know. Honestly,
It's gonna be
I'm
fucking
probably not even gonna
GTA.
fucking. Well, actually,
I'll be there day one.
if it's okay,
I like
here's the thing.
GTA. So
I do like GTA. I wasn't like crazy about GTA 5.
I like 5 a lot.
Like
Not the multiplayer, but
I
I only played the multiplayer. I never.
I remember I played GTA 5, the story when it came out, and then the multiplayer would not work for me for the first 4 months. And then once I got into multiplayer, I was like, that's a dead game. Okay.
I won't lie to you. I feel like GTA is like weirdly limited in its limitlessness. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, because you can do whatever, it doesn't really feel like you can do that much.
GTA 6 is going to be like Fortnite. Like, it's
Yeah.
and it better. Fucking
I think the
be.
best
Yeah,
stuff
because I think
about
it's all like online creators. Now.
Yeah,
That's
the
all
best-
GTA 5 is now.
the best thing
Yeah,
about
they
like
haven't done one
GTA
story-
5
they
is
never
like
did a
the
story DLC for it. Only multiplayer.
Well,
the
they'll
fucking
do-
Forge mode.
I know they're gonna do a story for.
Oh, they'll
Right?
have to.
That's
like,
all I see now. Just like
It's
people
like
racing
Forge
their
mode.
cars on like.
Well, yeah.
that was
platforms in the
happening with
sky.
fucking Halo 3, like,
That was Forge,
and
yeah.
so I'm
The other
like,
thing is,
Yo,
though,
wait,
another thing-
wait. Stop the conversation. Did you see the news
No,
for Infinite? November, Forge comes out fully.
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit about
What?
Halo.
yeah,
They-
I don't give a
I
shit
should've
about it
get-
either.
I still play it.
I might play Forge when it
Forge
comes
is gonna
out,
be
but
insane.
They dropped.
Forge is
I
gonna
don't
be
know, man.
insane. Okay, we can go
I
back.
just-
I
Guys-
thought it would get more of a splash here, but I guess not.
Thanks for listening.
Well, no, one thing I
I'm
do want to
wasted.
say, honestly though,
Holy shit.
another important thing to consider is that like
I put so much
I could tell it
fucking
was
tequila.
fucking full as hell. I
Put
could smell
so much tequila in there.
I would have taken one.
I'm washed, boys. Let's-
We'll see you next time.
What?
Okay,
is it,
yeah.
is it
ending it?
over?
I was about to drop.
I would
about
love to
continue the
keep
conversation
talking.
about GTA,
Yeah, you have
but
somewhere to go, Kate?
No, yeah,
I thought you were signing off.
no. I
Saying
was,
is
I
what he
was
said.
said thanks for watching.
Well, technically, we signed off like a half hour ago.
Yeah, I don't. No, I want to keep going.
I was just gonna
wanna keep
say
Kid, you can
that
leave
I'm
if you
actually hopeful for GTA
Yeah, you can
6.
go.
Yeah, I might actually.
I'm actually hopeful for GTA 6 because since GTA 5 came out, obviously like
2011.
they all
2013.
Rockstar's like a couple different branches, and
2009.
they all kind of manage the games kind of sort of semi-independently.
2001.
But
They only have like 2 games.
GTA 5
right
came
now.
out in 2001.
I know, but
Where's Rockstar?
let that
Pinball?
sink in.
As
This is
of-
GTA 5
since like
now.
2018, I feel like they're like a
Fucking
whole
old man.
fucking different company.
Oh yeah. Same with like
Like
Blizzard.
they like totally rebranded after 2018, and all I'm saying is if they can put the same amount of like attention to like detail and like actually making a good story that they put into like Red Dead,
Oh, they will.
then
Yeah.
I'm really excited because like I honest to God, Red Dead 2 is like one of the coolest.
I don't like
games,
Red Dead, but
story games
they
ever.
will. Because Red Dead 1 was that's what people are saying when GTA 5 came out, when Red Dead came out before.
Because like I feel like Red Dead 1 is kind of comparable to like GTA 4.
Yeah, and then
where it's
GTA
like-
5 came out, which is better in like world and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTA 5 would be crazy. I don't know where it's gonna be. I hope it's in like somewhere weird. Like, I want it to be in like Wyoming. Oh,
Saskatchewan.
Alabama. That would be awesome.
Alabama.
Yeah, do
India.
you know how motivated that game would be?
The 18th
That game would
century
be
Ottoman
insane.
Empire.
It's Assassin's Creed.
New Assassin's Creed
Isn't that
is
the
coming,
new
too.
one? It's in like
Where
is it?
Baghdad.
I don't know. I saw like a.
I'm not playing
saw a
that
picture
shit.
Of it, but
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm not
this
playing it.
I could tell. You know, we've been talking about video games for a while, and I could
what game have you been playing?
I can.
Psych
Well, I
game.
was gonna talk about the fact that I like actually don't play video games really.
Don't you play League? Like
I
every day?
play League of Legends,
Not a video game.
but but that's like I have like a small like I've played the Persona games. I've played like
Slays of Spire.
I've played Slay the Spire recently, like that.
League of Legends is still like chess to me. Like I just have no idea how to play it. Like I
You
have
don't
no
know how to
idea
play
what the
chess?
fuck a jungler is. I don't know how to play chess.
You know
You
Timo?
do you actually not know how to play chess?
I have no idea how to play chess. Like
Okay.
honestly,
Really?
I really don't. Yeah, I have no idea. Like not a clue.
I haven't
Really?
played in a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
don't. I don't.
Whoa.
I'm probably a
I've
little
never
fuzzy
learned how
on
to
the
play
rules on
chess.
chess.
It's not hard.
I don't
Really?
even know
I
like
could
one
I could
single
pick it back
rule.
up probably if I
It's pretty
Like-
fun.
Wow,
played
I
a few
can't
games,
believe that
but-
you guys don't know how to play chess.
No, my grandpa tried to teach me when I was a kid, and I was like, "This is boring as hell."
I learned
Whoa!
I wouldn't say I don't know how to play chess. I'm like I've
He got
played
frustrated.
multiple
I'll
times
tell you,
before,
League
but-
is way more complicated than chess.
Oh
but-
yeah, I believe that.
I don't believe that, but
Well, okay. I mean, as far as like the basic rules, like
yeah.
like if you know what every like, do you know what every piece does? Like in
Yeah.
each game of chess,
I
like
mean,
do you know
there's,
what
like,
a
the
knight does?
jungler? There's the fucking.
Mid.
There's the ball
like-
ward.
Here, I have a
Oh
question
wow,
for
that's
you. Kate,
crazy.
Kate,
You guys
where,
don't know how to
which
play
lane
chess?
does Timo go down?
Timo?
Yeah.
Fucking. Wait, lane?
Yeah. There's three
Like-
lanes. You have left, right, and middle. Which
No,
one?
they're
is-
top, mid, and bot.
Okay, well, fucking same shit.
Top, mid, and bot.
Who has
bottom.
who has the best
Which
Rule
way does-
34
It's
on the
Which one-
subreddit?
Which
It's not
one
true.
does
He's a
Timo
top
go on?
laner.
Timo.
He goes mid, right?
Timo goes mid. Yeah.
I thought it was
Obviously.
mid.
Timo goes mid. I
He's
get.
top
I only
laner.
know-
You
I-
can play him mid or support, but he's
I only
mostly
know
top
Timo
laner.
because I used to go when I started going to comic convention. Everyone wore fucking Timo hats.
I mean, I don't
and
like.
it pissed me off because someone I didn't know who it was. I saw a booth selling it, so I asked him. He goes,
Who
"Play
the
League of
fuck
Legends?
is
Are you really?
Timo?
Are you really a gamer?" It's like a little fucking.
I mean, I
dog with
don't
a
really
hat.
like want to have.
Timo sounds like the name of a marshmallow.
That's what he fucking looks.
He's a
like.
little rodent guy.
A marshmallow with
Well,
I know
what
eyes.
Timo and I know
Lies.
Ash. Those are the only two I know.
What? Well, I don't even really want to talk about
You
League.
brought
The
it
thing
fucking
is,
up.
like,
Talk about it.
the thing. Well, what I wanted to talk about is that, like, like you. I play.
I do a Dragon Ball moment like I had
Luke doesn't want
I
to bad.
enjoyed it.
Luke doesn't want to do a sped up segment, his own the supercut that he's gonna edit.
Hey, he didn't see it. My Dragon Ball thing stayed intact.
I did put a lot of it in there.
was
To
good
be
stuff.
fair, I put a lot of your Dragon Ball. Anyway, so
Wait till
I
next week when I come back from All Out.
I played GTA. I played GTA 4 when it came out, and I played GTA 5 when it came
Nico.
out. I played Skyrim when it came out. I played Fallout New Vegas and 4 when they came
What's your
out.
favorite game?
And I think all of those games are really boring.
No. I get this.
I'm dead.
You're a
Like,
JRPG
I
man, right?
seriously like.
You're a
I mean,
kid.
not necessarily. Like, I don't like Final Fantasy either. I
Like
I tried
Dragon
to.
Quest.
No, I never played
You
Dragon
might
Quest.
like Dragon Quest.
I like Persona, but
You like
I
Catherine,
think
right?
literally all of those games are like really boring, and I would really struggle to get through any of them.
Do you like Nintendo games?
Yeah, I love Mario, Odyssey. I loved Breath of the Wild. I'm not crazy about most Zelda games
This guy.
actually. I finished Wind
This guy
Waker
stinks.
and I liked it.
I didn't like Zelda until Breath of the Wild came out, and then I went.
Love Breath of the
I
Wild.
went
though.
back and I replayed a few of them this year, and I was pretty into them.
But-
I like the GameCube onward. I tried playing Ocarina of Time, and I fucking hated it. So I also I played like the Link to the Past remake. That did
And,
Switch. That's
well,
Ocarina
I mean,
of
I
Time.
just-
It's my favorite game.
it's fucking not.
I
interrupted
just,
you.
No, it's fucking not. I know
Ocarina
you've
of Time.
never fucking played it.
I just like.
have.
yeah, who's the main character?
I mean,
Zelda.
what really like?
Tinkle.
I feel
Time.
like saying that it's like
Ocarina.
I feel like it's impossible for me to not come off as just like a contrarian dick
No,
to
you
name
like
like all these like
Fallout is boring.
all
Fallout's
these
great.
popular
Fallout's
games.
great. I don't wanna
It's
fucking hear
great.
it.
I
replayed
love
it this year.
Fallout.
It's
I
fucking
love
good.
it, but it's boring. Dude, you ever just like put on
Yeah,
the music?
I mean,
I love it.
I put on the music while
it-
I'm playing Fallout, like on the, like your.
Yeah, it
Hit Boy,
yeah,
you can
it
put on, like,
entrenches
the-
you. It makes you feel
No-
you're a part
yeah.
of the world.
Yeah.
You would just
That's
wander
fucking
through
awesome.
the desert for a fucking hour listening to
Yeah,
1950s
yeah.
music.
Nightmare game.
It's a
Why
nightmare.
would
It's
you
great.
fucking
I
play
love
that?
I had a very hard time.
No, but the
playing
reason you
Fallout.
don't like it is because of the fucking walk speed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
why exactly.
slow.
It's too. Like,
I just
You gotta
mentioned
put up
Wind
your
Waker.
agility.
I played Wind Waker HD. I never played the original, and I was
fine.
playing it, and I was like, God, I spend so much time on this fucking boat. I hate this goddamn boat. And my friend was like, in the original game, you were like way slower.
Oh,
and
no,
I'm
I played it
like,
on
why
GameCube, it
does
was fucking slow.
anyone like that?
Oh, dude, fucking
like
in
it.
Ocarina of Time, clicking the roll button to
Oh,
sprint.
dude.
It's still
I
like that.
think I hate video games.
well,
Well, Luke, okay, we'll change the subject. Talk about cartoons.
No, I want to talk about that. Well,
I love Family Guy.
the big cartoon guy over here. I love Family Guy.
love Family
Guy. Oh man, best cartoon I've ever seen.
love
Oh, Family Guy.
Fam, gotta be-
American Dad. What can I say?
What can I
Hey,
say? I'm crazy.
I do really love South Park.
I'm a maniac. I love The
South
Simpsons,
Park
bro.
is amazing.
Yeah. Did you see the concert they did? I wish I
No.
would. If I knew it was
I
going
did
on,
see
I
the
would have flown to
concert.
Colorado to go to it.
Oh,
had
yeah.
a
They do it
Yeah.
in Colorado. Was it
Yeah.
in South Park?
No, it was in like the mountains.
Come on down to
next to
South
it.
Wait, was Primus there?
Yeah, Primus.
Yeah, I think it's Primus.
They were there.
I don't
They
know.
did like every song. It was fucking awesome.
Going down,
And then
Impressive.
Rush was there for some reason.
Rush.
They showed up.
Yeah.
Because,
The
I think
80s
because
band?
Trey Parker
80s
or no,
band?
Matt
Canadian.
Stone is like
Huh?
big
What'd
fan
you
of
say?
them.
The 80s band, Rush.
Canadian.
I wouldn't know.
They-
Two of them, the two surviving members. One of them. died
Anyway,
a year ago.
I just like whatever your favorite video game is. I think it's boring.
Well, what's
I think
your
it
favorite
sucks.
game?
Sucks.
What's your favorite game?
My favorite video game of all time is Portal 2.
That's my favorite game.
That's your favorite
I
game
love
of all
Portal 2.
time?
I love Portal 2.
Of all time?
Mhm.
Really?
I play it every year.
I
For
do as
you?
well.
You?
I play one. I figure.
I'm not so like it's a great game. I love it. It's
Like,
not
what
judging,
do you
it's
think
just
my-
gay.
What do you think my, okay, what do you think my
I'm not
favorite
judging
game
your
is?
terrible favorite game.
I don't know, just not Portal 2. Maybe like
WWE.
Jesus, anything but Portal 2.
I don't know. Maybe like a Persona or something.
Persona's up there. I like 4 a lot.
I love I actually really like
Persona
those
5
games.
is probably my top 5.
4 is in my
They're
top
too
5.
long, I'll say.
They're so
they're
long.
way too long.
My thing
but-
with Persona is the first 10 hours it's cutscene.
Mm.
Persona 5 is brutal, dude. Getting through
Brutal.
the first
You
couple
gotta play
Brutal.
scenes. You do 3.
So
It's
bad.
like it's a long time. But I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I do love Persona a lot.
I
4 is
do
my
love
favorite, but-
those because those are like closer to puzzle games, really.
Yeah,
think.
they're-
I
'Cause,
don't
like,
feel that way, but
like it's kind of like you. I mean, you
It's a
at least have to
JRPG.
think a little bit, like about what you're gonna do. Well, you can
you
make it
should
a puzzle
try.
if you want.
You should try the Final
but-
Fantasy VII remake, Luke.
I was
Oh, I was
thinking
not a
about
huge
it. I
fan of that.
really don't
What?
like the original.
I was not a huge fan of the remake.
Because you got stuck.
I got stuck and yeah, do you remember beating
Yeah,
that
I
for
got to
me?
beat the boss
Yeah.
when we stayed overnight at your house. Me and Ben. I had to stay. I just. fucking
I
beat the
started
boss.
to realize that I was just sort of like it was sort of like just a 50-50 gamble of me like winning or losing fights if I just hit circle over and over and over and over again. And that just totally like ruined the game for me because I'd enter fights and just hit circle, 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 and then I'd win. And then I'd
love-
enter another fight, circle, circle.
The year
and I'd
Final
lose.
Fantasy VII remake came out was probably my favorite game that year. I'm so excited for the remake too, but I get why you would.
So
I
what
think you
the
might like it,
the
dude.
the kind of
I
conversation.
liked it. I think it was fun. I just got stuck. I didn't
Yeah.
really like the
It gets
combat.
hard at the end.
what I was.
You got to get to new. I don't think what I don't think you were doing is throughout the game you got to beat the like specific bosses and get new swords.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
only getting like the little crystals.
Yeah,
that
I
go
don't
in
think
here.
you were upgrading your sword or getting new swords. that
I
would
only
do
had
more
the fucking
damage.
Buster.
What about you,
I'm
Ben?
just
What
gonna
else
have
did you-
Ben. I'm gonna give Ben's react. I'm just gonna zoom
no,
in
we'll
on
go through-
Ben
okay,
that
no,
whole time.
let's-
just like, what
We'll
the
go down
fuck?
the line. A final
Well, what I-
conversation.
Well,
Yeah,
the
Luke's been
conversation I was
gearing to
honestly
say
trying to
something.
get to is like, what does everybody like actually like about a video game? Like, what are they trying to like get out of it?
I get where you're coming
When
from.
you
Luke.
when you play a game, it's like, what do you want from it?
I go in like motions of like me being in the games and not in the games. Probably for the past like 3 or 4 months, I have barely played video games. Mostly because I've been
Same.
really stressed. But
Mm.
I have played a couple games, but I maybe beat like one a month. Like I think over summer I beat Mafia 1, Bayonetta 2, and like that might have been it actually.
I mean, I like, cause I won't lie to you. Like, when I play a game, it's like, it's either the game is either funny or
Hey, boys.
competitive. I play a lot of competitive. The 2 games I play the most are Super Smash Brothers and League of Legends, and it's because I'm actually like, honestly, pretty competitive, and those 2 games are like an outlet for me. But when you give me a game where it's like you're a fella with a gun and you can do whatever you want,
Fellow.
yeah, I'm like immediately kind of turned off by that. Where it's like I came here for like a specific experience. I don't know, like these open world style games in particular, like really kind of they do like nothing for me.
Play Counter Strike.
I was actually just
Big
playing it
open world
yesterday
game.
Really?
with a couple of my
Crazy
friends.
I
open
play
world.
about every day.
But
Counter
like
Strike.
for me, it's like a game is either a solid narrative, like an interesting gameplay loop, at least, which is where like Persona and Slay the Spire come in, or it's competitive, and that's why I play League and Smash, because I really like feeling like I'm better than someone else when
No,
I
get
like.
that. I think for me,
beat
I have to pee one more time. Do you mind?
You can go pee, but when you come back,
No.
be ready to tell us what you like about video games.
Yes, sir.
or don't like. For me, for single player specifically, it's like, I feel like it's common to story. I like Persona a lot. Probably my favorite like game stories is like Persona 4. I really like Alan Wake a lot, and like Deadly Premonition's really cool. I definitely go for like the weirder stuff, but kind of what you're saying too. The main games I've been playing recently are competitive multiplayer games. I play Mortal Kombat at least like 3 times a week, for at least like an hour or two. Just because I feel like I'm pretty decent at Mortal Kombat. It makes me feel good when I get messages from Xbox going, "Fuck you, you piece of shit! You're fucking spamming your shoot button." So I feel really good when that happens. And I play a lot of. I have a Rust clan. Shout out DDG. But yeah, I play a lot of Rust, and I play Counter-Strike every once in a while too.
So Ben, what do you look
Ben's
for?
the opposite.
I-
Ben doesn't play competitive. Really.
I don't play competitive. I mean, my biggest thing is obviously narrative. I need a decent story, and it doesn't even have to be that great of a story. It just needs to be a remotely successful story. And
Why
I'm
is the
here
bar
for it.
so low, though?
I don't know. I'm always here for like
I know-
just subpar
Can I
stories.
guess Ben's favorite multiplayer game?
I would think it was Halo.
Like you mean like a team
VR
deathmatch
chat.
game? Oh no.
Mhm.
No, honestly, right now my favorite multiplayer game is probably fucking Call of Duty Cold War.
Really cool. I've
I've-
also been playing a lot of VR chat recently.
I've played that
honestly.
game more so than like any other multiplayer game recently. But
So
my favorite game of all time is Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah.
Old
Mm.
I always
PS2
forget
game.
that is. I always think it's
Really,
Mass Effect.
really simple but super like vague and mysterious story.
A
But
lot of the
it's
other
also
games
just
are shot.
really simple game mechanics and stuff. Every boss is just basically a giant climbing puzzle.
yeah.
After I
Um,
finish Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna play it.
It's a really great game. Honestly,
Talking about Shadow.
I
of the
think
Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus.
You play any of the
The-
other games?
I have not, and
You should try it.
mostly just because honestly, half the reason I love Shadow of the Colossus
you know
is
what
the
game-
the gameplay loop of like
You know what game you should?
fighting monsters.
I know I
and
always
yeah.
give you
stuff.
game suggestions, but they're the game that I think a lot of the crew went after and did. No, and I know you don't like Souls games, but it's kind of like an easier Souls game. It's called Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, I know it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and the
haven't
whole
played
thing
it,
is
but
you have to like climb these big monsters and fight them.
It's
like
called Sneak King.
It's called Burger King.
It's called
Bumper
Sulfur
car.
the
Sneaking.
the other big thing that I find like
I think you're
good
talking
about a
about.
game is I am a big fan generally of RPGs. It kind of gets wishy-washy
You like American
sometimes.
RPGs, right?
Yeah, I would say generally I mostly like American RPGs.
Racist.
Just because I have not ever touched a JRPG before in my life.
You never played
And
Pokemon?
but to be honest, a lot of what I enjoy about RPGs comes not from like what was originally made in the RPG. It's like I fucking love modding games. Modding games is like my fucking favorite thing ever. It's like
Did you know that? Luke?
half the cool shit. Half of my favorite things about games come from mods. Skyrim, boring ass game on its own. Only good if you mod the living hell out of
Only
it.
good if Thomas the Tank Gun.
Well, it's not even
Macho Man
it's not even that. I mean,
Shaggy
people make
Five.
actually like really cool shit. You can just someone makes like
No, in,
sword of black
in
hole
Fallout,
fire.
there's whole
and it's
entire
just
just like story. like,
crazy. I
pretty
know.
much games
And
out of the creation
like,
engine.
I gotta be honest. Like when I was playing New Vegas, I honestly did not mod that game that much. The only thing I did was I made my own gun, and I made this
You
I made
modded
this
it?
ridiculous revolver.
So you
'Cause-
actually mod it yourself?
It's really fucking easy to mod that game. It's like
See, I
they
didn't
they
know
have
that.
like
I
an
didn't know that
engine
at
to
all.
just
Yeah.
create items and shit
That's
really
pretty
easily.
cool. I
But
didn't know you did that.
I needed to give myself this badass revolver, and it's literally, I kid you not, the moment I had that, everything just clicked. I like this game now. This game is awesome.
I think you should. I know I've told you this many times. You should really try Yakuza.
I know. I want to play
I think
Yakuza. I think you
It's
gifted me
so
the first
silly
one.
and weird. I probably did. It's
Uh,
so silly and weird. I think you would fucking die laughing.
I'm sure I would love it. Honestly, from what I've seen of it, it looks like a blast. I'm sure I'll get around to playing it soon.
Anyway, just to kind of round it out, Cade, when you play a video game, what do you like about that?
What gets you hard?
Because it's like
Golf.
it's the new art form of the last century. Like
Yeah,
like
film is dead, Cade. You getting the wrong
film is
stuff.
dead. Like there's how much can you innovate in film?
Film
But
went-
game
film
is
went woke.
just
Games haven't gone
is
woke.
ever evolving.
Yeah.
Game
It's
is
hard
just
to-
What do you look
movies,
for
but you
in
have a
a game?
controller.
Game is base. Film
Well,
is
I'm
woke.
still probably just because I'm the least competitive person on earth. I'm still a story in a game guy. Like I really only play
He's
games
an
for
old
their-
man.
for their story, mostly because I'm dying left and right. I really am. You're right. I am an old man. Like I'm like probably the worst person I've ever met at video games.
Yeah, you-
Probably the
you
worst
just
person
told
I've
us
met.
how
Probably
much you
the
got stuck
worst
in
per-
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I don't know how I beat fucking Sekiro. I almost cried when I beat it.
Did you beat Elden Ring?
No, I didn't finish Elden Ring. I got stuck. But my favorite game of all time, I'm sure you guys know, is BioShock. Just because it's got really kind of mediocre gameplay, especially today. It does not really hold up. Story, though,
Dope.
it's
It is
great.
cool as shit.
It's great because it asks the question, like what would it be like if we had a true, like,
Perfect
free
society.
market capitalist
It
society?
asks the question, what if we won
And
underwater?
asked
the
the
answer
question-
is that it works out
The
every
answer
time.
is
We're
that
underwater.
everyone
It's
gets
awesome.
addicted to drugs and kills each other. It's great.
I'm definitely a big daddy in that universe.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
okay, that's the other
Andrew
thing.
Ryan.
As a kid, I loved the design of Big Daddy.
Yeah, I had a Big
like,
Daddy toy store.
I almost
great.
like I would like
I think
stare
it's
at
great.
the
Yeah.
cover of BioShock.
I
Like I had dreams about the Big Daddy. I loved like undersea like divers, the
Sure.
helmets and shit.
James
Anyway.
Cameron.
Yep. Anyway,
I think I mean that's it's I think I totally agree.
BioShock has a really like
It's
I
hard
said,
for me to play through BioShock because
so scary.
because I'm too scared. I am not super engaged by almost anything where you're shooting another person.
Gay.
But
I just love going around like finding all the audio logs and listening to someone like have a building get collapsed on
Hello.
them in their final
I
moments.
honestly say, I think probably I know I say I play Portal 2 every year. I think the game I probably replayed the most. So I was like, at least to me, but I do play Portal 2 like every year. But other than that, I play BioShock probably like every 2 or 3 years. I
BioShock,
replay it.
yeah, we've discussed some games that are like easily in my like probably top 5 of all time, which is BioShock, Portal. I can't decide Portal 1 or Portal 2. They both are probably in there, tied maybe, and then Persona, like top 5 games. I don't know. Other ones would probably be like Dark Souls and Fallout.
It's interesting because games are we're all like film students, film people in general, and game is like insanely different. Like like on the surface, you could make a game that was very like movie like, or you could. But I feel like the difference is kind of emphasized. Like the more you think about movies, like the kind of medium of a game is kind of affected by anyway, guys.
I get where you're coming from.
By
I think
pooping
that
and farting and shitting and
to wrap it all
sweating.
up, at the end of the day, we all know there's only
Put a bow
one
on it, lads.
WWE Here comes the pain in the world.
Computer, put Vince McMahon
Put my
on
boy
the
Vince
screen.
on.
Yes!
Just
Let me get a pick of green
imagine-
Ben.
Imagine,
Green Ben.
imagine Vince sitting right there.
Oh,
he just said something racist.
Secret handshake.
I think to end it up on the podcast, there's only one thing I can do. I tell a quick Vince McMahon story I found.
Oh, you
recently.
son of a bitch.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
It'd
He's
be
got
2
one more in
seconds
him.
long. There was a storyline where this guy was crippled and he went
God.
off.
Oh, God.
Vince went off script and he just
Oh,
took his
no.
little rascal and rode it up the little
Oh,
ramp
no.
and he threw it off the ramp and he said, "You can't walk now, bitch." Thanks for watching the podcast.
Thanks for watching the NONDESCRIPT video
Awesome,
podcast.
Vic.
Like, comment,
Awesome.
subscribe.
Thanks, Vic.
They're 2 different, very cool.
I
Same
feel like this
guy.
has been 2 hours.
It's been like an hour and like 20.
Thank you, Vic Burger.
All right. Let's cut
Like and subscribe.
This is a shout out to Ben Roethlisberger. You're on the Steelers team.